of these technologies, users of the technology, mentors, and people who are driving to shape our technology space. So we have a common shared purpose today. So we don't want to leave anyone out, user of technology or an implementer of technology.
Okay, thank you, Daisy. And so to officially set the tone for our discussions today, it is my pleasure to invite the chairperson of Women in ICT Zimbabwe, a chapter of the Computer Society of Zimbabwe dedicated to empowering women and girls to participate and lead in the technology sector. Under this woman's leadership, the chapter works to inspire, connect, and elevate women across Zimbabwe's ICT ecosystem by promoting mentorship, skills development, and inclusive digital innovation. She has a master's degree in cloud computing and several ICT certifications, including data protection and cybersecurity, and over 10 years experience in the ICT industry. She is passionate about advancing digital inclusion, leadership development, and opportunities for women in technology, helping to build pathways for women at all stages of their ICT careers. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our chair lady, Beauty Garaba. Can we give another round of applause so that she finds the confidence? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, directors of ceremonies. Our Honorable Minister of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, Tatenda Anastasia Mavetera, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, Dr. Beulah Chirume in absentia, His Excellency, the Canadian Ambassador to Zimbabwe, Adler Aristu, the President of the Computer Society of Zimbabwe, Mr. Fredin Lofu, all council and chapter members are here present. IFIP Vice President and WICTA's founding president, Ms. Joyce Benza, the WICTA's committee, distinguished speakers, our guests from outside Zimbabwe. We have Thelma Mazikanda from IITP South Africa, the Institute of IT Professionals in South Africa. She's also the treasurer for IITPS Women. We also have Malebong Okanda from Botswana Information Technology Society. Lebo is also vice chair of TICON Africa. Our distinguished speakers, captains of industry, our esteemed sponsors. I would also want to acknowledge all the past chairpersons of Women in ICT Zimbabwe. Our esteemed sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. Women in ICT Zimbabwe was founded in March 2023 as a chapter of the Computer Society of Zimbabwe. It was launched in March to celebrate International Women's Day, set up to take care of the needs of girls and women in ICT. The Computer Society of Zimbabwe is also a member of a Technology Information Confederation Africa called TICON Africa. This is a pan-African body dedicated to advancing technology and collaboration across the African continent. And I am pleased to announce that some of our WICTA's members are serving at TICON Africa. CSZ also subscribes to IFIP, which is International Federation of Information Processing. And our founding president, Madam Joyce Benza, is the vice president of IFIP. Honorable Minister, you officiated at the handing over ceremony of bursaries to some of our university students sponsored by Axis Solutions in 2024. And we are proud to report that our first bursary beneficiary graduated last year in 2025 with flying colors at the Harare Institute of Technology. That is the impact we desire as women in ICT, to give and to gain. As this year's IWD theme is stating, we gave a scholarship opportunity and we gained an empowered technological girl. As we continue with this initiative, Honorable Minister, today we are set to launch the WICTA's mentorship program, which we intend to cover high schools and tertiary institutions. And we believe this is going to positively impact the lives of the girl child. And at the last year's conference, Honorable Minister, you also extended an invitation to WICTA's to establish a standing committee on women in ICT and include representatives from various sectors. We've already initiated that. We are pleased to confirm that to date, we have managed to submit our concept notes through the Permanent Secretary's office, and we've also held some meetings where she's been guiding us on how this initiative should proceed. In conclusion, I would like to thank the Computer Society of Zimbabwe for continuing to support the WICTA's chapter initiatives. Mr. President and your council, we really appreciate that. I would also want to thank our speakers and our sponsors for the day. And lastly, I would want to thank the WICTA's committee, together with our secretariat team, marketing and all, for working tirelessly that we have a successful event today. Thank you so much, team. And with this, I welcome you all to our event, and I would also want to wish you in advance a happy International Women's Day. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for our chair for the WICTA's committee. Thank you, Beauty. It is indeed our day. And I would like to agree with what you said, Beauty, that the CAZ president is very supportive of women. So I would like to call upon the CAZ president, Freddie Ndlovu. He is an ICT professional and the president of the Computer Society of Zimbabwe, serving since 2024 after previously holding roles as vice president and council secretary. He is the ICT director at the Procurement Regulatory Authority of Zimbabwe, PRAZ, and has extensive experience in ICT and project management consultancy. Freddie holds a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Mathematics and an MBA from the University of Zimbabwe. He is currently serving as the president of the Rotary Club of Harare for the year 2025 to 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for President Freddie.
Good morning to you all, ladies. I know there are a few gentlemen who are here. Good morning to you all, gentlemen. Let me start off by recognizing our guest of honor, Honorable Minister of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Tatenda Mavetera. And Honorable Minister, I would like to thank you for always supporting us. I know, and we all know that you always grace our events. Thank you so much, Honorable. The Permanent Secretary, Dr. B, in absentia, I would also like to recognize our keynote speaker, the Canadian ambassador to Zimbabwe, His Excellency Alda Aristotle. Allow me to actually ride on the protocol already observed and skip the other recognitions. But I'm delighted to be here to be speaking to wonderful ladies in ICT at this momentous event, the Women in ICT 2026 conference, with the theme Give to Gain, elevating women through collaboration to strengthen Zimbabwe's digital future. This gathering of individuals and organizations committed to advancing women in technology creates a more inclusive and equitable digital future for all. I'm pleased that with the Victor's chapter of Computer Society of Zimbabwe, which chapter was established in March 2023, this chapter has continued to champion the advancement of women in the ICT sector. And this event is building on the successes of prior years, where the chapter is focusing on tangible actions to accelerate women's progress. I'm looking forward to the innovative conversations and collaboration conversations that should actually take the women in ICT to another level. Coming on to the topic that speaks to the theme of the International Women's Day, which is Give to Gain, and where we need to talk about advancing women as architects in Zimbabwe's digital future. And I just wanted to remind you that this Give to Gain theme, it actually calls for mindset, a mindset that's rooted in generosity, a mindset that's rooted in collaboration and shared progress. Give to Gain highlights the power of reciprocity and support. And just to also remind you that when you give, you are not subtracting. You are actually intentionally multiplying. Hence the Give to Gain theme. And when people and organizations and communities give generously, opportunities and support for women increases. And that also comes with opportunities for expansion, opportunities for systems strengthening, as well as for societies to thrive. I know that the current landscape in the country is such that the tech industry is growing, but the representation of women in tech is not where it should be. But we see it growing, and we need to continue to see it grow. And therefore, there's a need to actually have an inclusive digital growth. But why does it matter for women in tech? Or why does women in tech matter? We are aware that when you have women in tech and more women in tech, you bring in diverse perspectives that then boost creativity. You also get to address gender-specific needs in tech solutions to make sure that tech solutions are also inclusive. And then you actually also build role models that then can inspire the next generation. This is not to say that you don't have role models in the males, but we believe that when you also have role models from the women gender, that also helps in building the next generation. As you also stay close, as ladies, you stay close to the to the kids as they grow up, and also the emotions attached to it. But I'm aware that also in the country there can be challenges in terms of, in some instances, access to education and training, also issues around cultural stereotypes, as well as the mentorship. And I'm glad that the Women in ICT and the Computer Society is actually working on mentorship programs to assist, because sometimes some stakeholders may want to be reminded and be guided as they actually take up the tech space. But there are lots of opportunities available in terms of education initiatives, tech education, mentorship, partnerships, and even government support. And the availability of our guest of honor today actually proves that as well. And there is need to make sure that we invest in STEM education. We also create inclusive workspaces and then support women-led tech initiatives. But I want to leave you with a call to action that we need to actually also support other women in tech. We need to actually partner with supportive and inclusive organizations and advocate for inclusive policies. And I know our minister is a listening minister, so we can actually also submit that. In conclusion, I would like to just leave you with this statement that says, together, let's shape Zimbabwe's digital future. I thank you.
So they say behind every successful man, there's a woman. But today, behind the successful community and women's chapter, there's a gentleman who is supporting us. So I don't know how we can rephrase that statement, but let's just thank the president for supporting us. And in his speech, he mentioned about when you give, you're not subtracting, but rather you're gaining more. That's something that we can take away from. But Mr. President, before you leave the stage, we kindly request you to invite the next guest, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director of Ceremony. This is a difficult task that I have today. That's normally done by Dr. B. I'm not sure if I will be able to fit in her shoes, but I'll try. The speaker that I'm going to introduce is none other than our guest of honor. Our guest of honor, who is none other than the Honorable Minister, Honorable T.A. Mavetera, who is the Minister of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, and a Member of Parliament for Chikomba West. She serves on the inaugural Smart Africa Artificial Intelligence Council. We are proud of you, ma'am. When we saw and we got the announcement, we celebrated with you. And this Smart Africa Artificial Intelligence Council, it contributes to continental policy on AI governance and innovation. And she chairs the Pan-African Postal Union, advancing digital transformation across Africa's postal sector. She's a former Assistant Speaker of Parliament and a member of the Pan-African Parliament. And she is recognized for championing youth and women empowerment. Honorable Mavetera holds a master's degree in strategic marketing and is pursuing a doctorate in business leadership. A round of applause to our honorable guest of honor as she comes to the podium. Honorable ma'am.
Thank you very much. May you all sit. Good morning. How are you today? So this keeps shifting. Can someone? Okay, good. How are you today? Okay. Yeah. A room full of ladies. So inspiring. Well done, ladies. Allow me to observe the protocols because I know the WICTA's president, a chairperson, tried to make sure that they mention everyone. But on my salutations, maybe I would miss others. Please allow me to recognize a few people, starting by the president of the Computer Society of Zimbabwe, Mr. Fredin Ndlovu, and the chairperson of Women in ICT Zimbabwe and convener, who is Ms. Beauty Garaba. Allow me to also recognize UN Women. I see is also represented here, and of course, our ambassador who will soon join us. Because I don't want to miss protocols, please allow me to say all protocol observed. Is that in order? Good, thank you. I'll start off by asking a very simple question. Why are you here? Please, can I have a roving mic? Why are you here? Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Good morning, everyone. I'm here to learn from like-minded women in ICT. We really get these platforms. So when we do, I make sure that I'm there to learn as well.
Good. Yes? Yes, they at the corner. And then we need others that are going to respond from here. And lastly, they, please.
Greetings, Minister.
Yes.
I'm here to learn from others and to inspire someone. I believe I myself have acquired a lot of technical knowledge, and as the theme of today says, we need to intentionally help other women to succeed. That's why I'm here.
What do you want to inspire people with? What have you done?
I work as a technical principal engineer in cloud engineering. So I know a lot of people are trying to break into the industry. So as part of the mentorship program, I'm here also to put myself up as a mentor.
So how many people are you going to take on board?
So far, I already had 2 I had been doing outside of the program. So I believe with the knowledge I've given those 2, they can also mentor while being mentored. So working with that ratio, probably 6.
6.
Yes.
Okay, I need an update.
Thank
I want
you.
you to come to my office. I'll give you, today is what? It's 6 May. 6 March. So 6 May. 6 May, I want you to come to my office. You then come with the people that you would have mentored.
Definitely.
6 of them. From the 6th of May, make sure you come to my office and I see how many people you'd have mentored.
Thank you for the privilege.
Correct. Thank you. Yes, let's go in the middle. Why are you here? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Honorable Minister. Thank you so much. My name is Ntombi Zanele. I'm not in tech, but I'm here to meet the women in tech and to hopefully do business with them.
Okay,
That's what I'm
what
here
business
for.
do you do?
I am a mental health and wellness consultant.
Okay.
So I do mental health and wellness. We do events. We also do training. So most people, when they think of wellness, they think of exercise. Wellness is
Sorry, I don't know what has happened to the mic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. When people talk wellness, they think it's to do with exercise, but wellness is more than just exercise. So I'm here to, help you understand what wellness is and how it can improve your mental health.
Have you heard about AI?
AI, yes.
Okay. How do you think the future of mental health will be with AI coming around? or mental wellness?
Okay. AI will definitely affect in both negative and positive, because there's a lot of things that we get from AI. Remember, there's a human being behind AI. It's not automatic. It doesn't know everything. So it does affect our mental health, definitely. So we need to be wise when we're taking in information from there and when we're uploading information on it.
Okay, thank you. All done. Best wishes on your business. Yes, let's go here. Can we have the roving mic here? And the question is, what 2 things do you want to say to the minister? 2 things to the minister? Today, having met the Minister of ICT, what do you want to tell her? Maybe tell her dress well, maybe change your husband or something. I don't know. What do you want to say? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, Honorable Minister.
Yes, morning.
My name is Pamela Moyo. I'm a student at the Harare Institute of Technology.
Okay.
I think 2 things I would like to say is, firstly, thank you for coming here and for always listening. I think I've been to a couple of events and I've always seen and felt your support, even in absentia. You're always mentioned and have been championing this. Number 2, I would like to ask if you could possibly work with the people trying to include women in ICT to make the conferences a bit more affordable. I'm here because the institution was invited, yeah? But I saw the prices, and as a student, $125 is a lot of money. Even if a lot of us would have wanted to be here, it's probably not possible because of the cost. So if there can always be accommodations like that, we would find it greatly helpful. Thank you.
Please pass the roving mic to Madam Garaba. Please pass it to her, just, yes, in front of you. Thank you. What's your answer there?
Thank you, Honorable Minister. And thank you for bringing that up. We'll definitely look into that as a society. Yes, we do want more members to attend. It's just that we also face a number of costs in setting up this. As you can see, we've also invited delegates from outside Zimbabwe, but definitely we will consider that. I'm sure the president is also listening. We will sit as the CSZ team and consider the costs so that going forward, we also make it affordable for everyone, so that we do include everyone. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Please pass it to the president. We don't need to be having meetings. He has to have an answer. Definitely.
Oh, thank you, Honorable Minister, and thank you for the question. And I think as Computer Society of Zimbabwe, I think we also want to be inclusive. So we will definitely work out a plan to say the next conference. Obviously, for students, it will then be cheaper. What we are going to do is to just put in differential pricing, so that students can then be accommodated.
Thank you very much. Yes. Viola, you want to say something to me? But you were moving with me when I came here. No, not you, Viola.
Thank you.
No, it's
Honorable
Viola.
Minister.
You could have told me also I was coming here, not here.
I just want to thank the Canadian Embassy for managing to sponsor that the students come through. So I see as that when we can't, when we see that the costs are too high, we'll also try and collaborate with other people who can assist us, so we bring the students. So we are grateful to the Canadian Embassy for that.
Okay, Madam SG, you wanted to respond to this one. Okay. Yes, I have another commitment. I'm supposed to go to the Heroes. So I would have loved to have more conversations. Is there someone else who's got something burning? Burning, it's burning. Okay, interesting. Yes, over to you. Let me recognize, as she's preparing to speak, let me recognize the STEM lady, Madam Stelo. Oh, well done, and thank you for being here. And also Thelma, thank you very much for coming. And we're very proud of you. Going and really making sure that you're part of the Institute of Information Technology Professionals of South Africa. Keep it up. You know, of South Africa, imagine, and the Zimbabwean being there. Let's clap hands for that. And I know we've got foreign delegates. Allow me to also recognize you and thank you very much for coming. Yes, madam, a burning one.
Thank you so much, Minister. My name is Nyasha Mtetwa from Access Solutions.
Yes, Nyasha,
So
how are
mine
you?
is thanking you for initiating and influencing the bursary for the students. So we celebrated because one of the students graduated. It was from these forums where we came and you also influenced it. So the company is male directors and I'm the general manager. So they are women advocates.
Well done.
So what I want to thank you is you influenced it, we realized it, and to us it's corporate social responsibility in a better way to support the women. Thank you so much.
Well done. So how many more
So we were
for
supporting
this year? Because at
for
least
this
now
year,
for
I think
2026, how many?
I think this year we'll have 2 that will be graduating because the target that we had that time was 10. And today also I brought 12 women to support this conference. But also coming there from the finance side and financing the students who are the leaders of tomorrow, as I'm also a leader, we can also allow to make the conferences maybe in schools or halls where we'll be having a very big crowd that might pay $10 or 20 and support all the women that are in ICT and supporting streams. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In the Zimbabwe we are building, the future is not just digital, but it is female. The fourth industrial revolution will not wait for us to catch up. So we must ensure that our women and girls are not just passengers on this journey, but the ones building the engine, charting the map, and leading the way. We are not here to simply close the gap. We are here to prove that the gap never should have existed in the first place. Talent has no gender, and in the digital economy, potential is our only currency. As minister, I have seen the blueprint of our nation's future. It is coded in lines of script, visualized in data, and powered by connectivity. And all I can tell you is that definitely the future is incomplete and it is weaker without the full participation of women in Zimbabwe. It is my pleasure to be here today on the invitation of Women in ICT Zimbabwe under the auspices of Computer Society of Zimbabwe. My ministry continues to recognize the Computer Society of Zimbabwe as the largest ICT professional body in the country. And we commend the strong collaboration that exists between the Computer Society of Zimbabwe and the government of Zimbabwe in strengthening Zimbabwe's digital future. Allow me to acknowledge that this important conference is taking place during the Women's Month, a period when the world celebrates the achievements of women, while also reflecting on the barriers that still limit their full participation in various sectors of the society. One of the sectors where this challenge remains pronounced is science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and ICT. Globally, women make up nearly 47% of the workforce, yet they account for only about 25 to 28% of technology-related roles. The numbers are even lower in emerging fields such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and advanced software engineering. These statistics remind us that while progress has been made, much work remains to ensure that women are fully represented in the digital economy. It is therefore platforms such as the Women in ICT Zimbabwe Conference that play a vital role in addressing this imbalance. By bringing together professionals, policymakers, innovators, and young aspirants, this summit creates a space where women in technology are recognized, supported, and empowered. It also provides an opportunity to inspire the next generation of girls to pursue careers in ICT and other STEM disciplines. The government of Zimbabwe firmly supports the inclusion and empowerment of women in the ICT sector. One of our flagship initiatives in this regard is the Girls in ICT program, whose patron is our First Lady, Her Excellency, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa. Her patronage reflects strong national leadership and commitment towards ensuring that girls and young women participate meaningfully in the digital transformation of our country. I'm sure you heard Madam Tetwa from Access speak about the initiatives that our First Lady has spearheaded, where we even give scholarships to our young girls to make sure that they pursue education in ICT subjects. We hope for us to have more people that would come on board and support these various initiatives. We believe that there is still a lot of work that we need to do, and I want to really commend the women in ICT Zimbabwe for being an active supporter on this important national initiative. Well done, and keep it up. Your support in government has really assisted us. It has assisted government, it has assisted industry, and even other professionals to make sure that they're also essential and active in closing the digital gender gap. At the same time, we must acknowledge that more still needs to be done, and girls and women have access to opportunities to build the digital skills required for the modern economy. Through our ministry, we have come up with various initiatives. We have, firstly, the Digital Skills Ambassadors Program. Currently, the Digital Ambassadorship Program is in Magunje, Karoi, where we have got more than 1,500 people who are being trained today. And we believe that we need to reach out to every corner in Zimbabwe. We even have our DigiTrack, which was launched by His Excellency. And I'm happy to say that we're going to be having 2 more by the end of April. And this is going to assist us to make sure that we reach out to every area and have access to movable computer labs. We believe that there is also need for us to continuously work on various programs which make us prepared for the AI revolution. We have the 1.5 million coders program. And this is an initiative where we are developing a new generation of software developers and innovators. And one was saying, why 1.5 million? That's the target that we're hoping, and we're hoping to even have more. And I'm glad to even tell you that on the 1.5 million coding program, we have already to date been able to train 180,000 people across Zimbabwe. This is an initiative that is self-taught. So we believe that the more that we are going to have more connectivity bases or places where people can access connectivity, we have more young people also indulging. And also through the digital skills program, at least when you learn basic digital skills, the next step is for you to then go on advanced digital skills, which include artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, to just mention a few. We even have the CyberRAS cybersecurity program. And this is also there to bring capacity and also build our national capacity in the critical field of cybersecurity. And our initial target was on 10,000. And I'm glad to tell you that on the 10,000, we are happy to say we've managed to train 3,200 people in Zimbabwe on cybersecurity. But I'm sure those who would follow me on various social media platforms. Recently, I posted a video, and I was encouraging girls to get involved on this cybersecurity program. And I was told statistics yesterday that we have managed over the past 3 days that I publicized that we got 400 people enrolling for this cybersecurity training. But of the 400, I'm happy to say 202 are women. So well done, ladies. These programs present us significant opportunities for young Zimbabweans, particularly young women, to gain the skills required to participate meaningfully in the 4th Industrial Revolution. This conference also comes at a particularly exciting moment in Zimbabwe's transformation journey, where we are going to be having our President, His Excellency Dr. Mnangagwa, launching our National Artificial Intelligence Strategy on Friday the 13th, which is next week. This strategy will guide the country in harnessing the opportunities presented by artificial intelligence while ensuring that technology is developed and deployed responsibly and inclusively, also embedding AI. As we move into the era of AI and emerging technologies, women mustn't be merely participants, but leaders and innovators in shaping the technologies of the future. I therefore anticipate that the women gathered here today, researchers, entrepreneurs, developers, and policy experts, will play a critical role in Zimbabwe's digital transformation and make sure that it becomes inclusive and forward-looking. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also say that as a ministry, we are committed to more than just policy. We are committed to also making sure that within the government policy, there is a policy which says 30% procurement has to be provided by women. And for us within the ICT sector, we have realized that one way for us to also enhance women's participation in the digital economy is for us to commit on the procurement power in women. We are reviewing our tenders and our supply chains to ensure that women-led tech companies in Zimbabwe have a fair and significant share of the digital economy. We are moving beyond conversations about digital literacy to championing digital fluency. It is not enough to simply use technology. Our women must be able to create it, command it, and at the same time commercialize it. To the private sector, I would like to say something, especially women in the private sector. In your C-suite and your development teams, do not reflect the population you serve. You realize that you are not just failing on diversity, but you're also failing on business when you don't include women. So I really want to say we want more women included, especially in ICT companies. But this can only happen if we are also deliberate in taking these subjects and taking these courses so that at least we are equipped and ready for that space. I really want to congratulate the Computer Society of Zimbabwe through its Women in ICT chapter for successfully hosting the 4th Women in ICT Zimbabwe conference and for continuing to fulfill its mandate of empowering girls and women in ICT while contributing to closing the digital gender gap. Allow me to also say that, yes, you mentioned that you have submitted a working document to the Permanent Secretary for discussions in terms of having a standing committee of women in ICT. I'm not happy because of the timelines. We talked about this last year. We agreed. And we can't be women who are not result-oriented. Or for us to have women speaking 6 months about something, it doesn't work like that. When we say we want to do something, let's prove that we are women and we are go-getters. Not for us to finish 6 months, nothing happens. We come back on the same conference, we're discussing about something which has not been implemented. It doesn't work like that. I expect you to expedite this process. By now, I could have met a lot of times. We could actually be beaming some of the meetings that we could have had. But we can't be women. Sorry, mukoma Fred. Varume vazoita sei kana isu chidaro. 6 months tichitaura chinhu 1 zviriko. We can't pride in mediocrity, ladies. Let's pride in excellence. And excellence can only be seen by you busy bothering me every day. I answer my phone. I like getting results. That's me. So because of that, I wouldn't expect women to come again and say, we submitted the proposal. We have met with the PS. I thought you were going to say we have already met with you 2-3 times, Minister. And this is what we have agreed. Procurement, we want women to be able to also get that 30% which has been allocated. Toenda kupress tonotaura kuti ku ICT mapa madzimai. Right now we are in an AI revolution where everything has to be tech related. How many women have got tenders from that? How do you expect that to happen when you don't have a championing voice? That voice can only come from you. Yes, I'm there as your minister, but you give me the power when you're also there as women, also championing that conversation. So I'm hoping when she comes to show me the mentors, that lady, what's her name? Taris. Gender divide. In this regard, I would also want to commend the Computer Society of Zimbabwe for the ICDL programs. It is already offering and also helping to build digital competences among Zimbabweans. I'm equally excited about the mentorship initiatives being launched through this conference, particularly those aimed at mentoring young girls from underserved communities. Madam Secretary, please get your pen and paper. I want to find out how many ladies are willing to mentor other young women. Raise of hands. Okay, let me. That's good. That's a good number. Okay, please stand up. Okay. Not in any particular order or even favoritism. Yes, from you, madam. How many do you want to mentor? 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 5, 5. They are here. 20. Okay, stand up. Let's see you 20 girls. Where are you? Well done. Well done, the STEM lady. So 20, okay, good. Yes, ma'am. 5, yes? 5. So 5 seems to be the dominating number, is that so? 5, yes, ma'am. Sorry? 10, okay. How many? 10. 5. Okay, so we agree on 5. Okay, so 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I don't like to just make people, when someone says I want to reach, I've seen it with what my pastor does. My pastor is Apostle Tawash from Hartford International Ministries. So whenever you say to him, he will come and ask you to say, okay, fine. Come and tell me how much you want to give to the Lord. And then you go there and you say, I want to give 200. He will tell you 400. So you see, so he wants to make sure that whatever you think you can achieve, he wants to give you an upper target so that at least you aim more. So let's work on 10 ladies. 10 is a good number. Is that okay? Madam Stelo, 30 mama. Sifuni 30 pel. Anjo. So yeah, I want you ladies, I want to follow up on this. Are we agreed? On the 6th of May, I want an update. How many people and the names, and I will personally call them. That time I have, don't worry. And the 8th time I have as well. I will call at least 1 or 2 of the ladies you say you're mentoring. And I need that by the 6th, I'll make sure I follow through. Is that okay? So may you please, all of you who have stood up, I'm sure, Madam, unfortunately, because of time, we can't then be able to write your names, but we have seen you. That's why we've got technology of cameras. So we can always follow up somehow, somewhat. So all these cameras which are here, they are meant to follow you because you have already stood. Why are you sitting down now? But anyway, I'm just saying, ladies, we really hope on the 6th of May, I want to find out how many women you would have mentored and what you would have done between today and May. Is that okay? Anyone who feels maybe the target is too much, maybe you want more time? Anyone who feels they need more time? Yes, ma'am, behind, yes, there, with the black top. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Yes. You can say what you want to say. You raise your hand. Please, can we give him a mic?
Okay, as a young engineer in tech, 10 I think is a big number for me. I think maybe I'll start with 5, and also maybe if I can get a date up to the 6th of August.
Oh, interesting. Madam, I said 10. That's not negotiable. Okay. Look, so I met this other person when I was going, and guess what, guys? Please clap hands for me. I'm now a war veteran. I was in Dubai. So I did manage to go to Barcelona. I was in Dubai for more than 6 days. I couldn't travel because of this Middle East conflict. So yeah, I'm a war veteran. I saw everything that happened. But anyway, I'm glad I'm here today. I wanted to say I met this other tech giant when we were busy trying to find a way to come out of Dubai, which we failed for 5 days. So he said to me, Honorable, I gave my team a target. And I say to them, please, can you reach this target? Maybe let's say, for example, I want you to at least have a profit of 1 million. I'm just giving an example. So he said to me, 1 week down the line, I see the CEO comes because he was the chairman. The CEO comes to his office with this whole large document. Do you know what the document was all about? To prove ways how he cannot reach the 1 million. So instead of him investing in finding out how he can reach 1 million, he was trying to find out all the possible reasons for him not to reach the 1 million. And this is the problem that we have in a lot of people. They procrastinate. Whenever you give them a target, they always want to make sure they don't surpass the target. So, madam, please, let's reach the target. If you don't, that's a way of us being able. It's a yardstick for us to find out, okay, have you done it or have you not? What have you failed? And then from there, we can take it from there. Is that okay, ladies? Well done. Please sit down. The objectives of this conference are therefore both timely and commendable. Encouraging and developing girls towards careers in ICT, launching new mentorship and partnership pathways, and building national momentum for long-term gender inclusion in the ICT sector. As Zimbabwe continues its digital transformation journey, there must be a deliberate effort to increase women's participation in the digital economy, including their representation in national ICT initiatives, innovation ecosystems, and technology leadership spaces. My ministry remains committed to supporting programs that empower women in ICT as part of delivering Zimbabwe's broader digital economy agenda. In closing, allow me to again congratulate the Computer Society of Zimbabwe for continuing to support the initiatives and the Women in ICT Zimbabwe chapter, and for contributing meaningfully to the development of Zimbabwe's ICT sector. I really want to thank you for allowing me to have this great opportunity to come and speak to the women. And all I can say is log in, level up, and lead. Log in to the global economy. Level up your skills with relentless passion and lead, not just as that other women, but lead our nation, lead industries, and lead the charge into a future that is bright, inclusive, and undeniably digital. Nyika inova kwa nevene vayo, nyika inova kwa madzimai. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Minister. Before you go down, ma'am, I think would like to call upon Viola and Beauty. There is a small token that would want to give you. And thank you so much for those remarks. Ladies, my key takeaway from what the minister was sharing is we need to do action in our own individual capacities. Yeah. A round of applause. Thank you so much for gracing our occasion, as you always do. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. May we give her, please, another round of applause. Thank you. May we please keep on clapping so that she gets the confidence as she walks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. We sit after the minister, please. All right. Thank you. All right, so as she takes a seat, thank you. We may all take our seats. Thank you so much for listening. And I must say, we are privileged and honored to have a woman leading the Zimbabwean ICT landscape with us today. She lives with this power. And one word that I want you all to take home today is dexterity. Can we all say dexterity? Can we say dexterity? So whatever she was saying, she was pointing to execution dexterity, right? And we were challenged, and that was a big call to action, Minister. And as someone who has a name, I'm also a tender. I think it runs in the name as well. I promise I think 10 is a low figure. I think I will look at 15 or 20 ladies to mentor. So ladies, that was a big call to action. And we promise you, Minister, that before the 6th of May, rather, you'll be having these updates coming through. Thank you once again. And
So just to add on what Tatenda is saying, fortune favors the brave. Tari already has a meeting with the minister. So when we speak up, ladies, we open doors and opportunities for ourselves. I think so that we excuse our minister, would just like to have a group photo. Can we have the committee members just come up front quickly for a photo? Quickly, ladies. Victor's committee. Yes.
ladies, please come forward. We request